It's your boy, Mr. Marvelous, and we are back with another show. Today, we're going to talk about how Sydney McLaughlin could literally win the 200 and the 400 in the Olympics if she felt like it. Today, I'm your host, Fred Marvin Dorsey III. Look me up on Teefers. You can tell that I've been here before. I've ran a couple of meets myself back in the day when I was running for UK. But now I am retired and I'm trying to bring back the spirit of good videos, of good actual content in the realm of track and field. We don't have enough good announcers. We don't have enough people who actually know about our sport, who actually talk the talk and have walked the walk, done it, ran nationally, internationally, and competed on the highest level of track and field against some of the very people that we're talking about on the same team as Sydney McLaughlin when she was in college, right? So I'm your host, and I'll be kind of walking you through why I believe that Sydney, if she feels like it, could really be one of the fastest people on earth as far as the sprints go. Forget about hurdles. Yes, we know that she's got the hurdles on lock, but when it comes to the 200 and the 400, so much untapped potential. So let's hop into it. Sydney just recently ran. I think a lot of people were surprised maybe that she came out running so fast, since she hasn't run in a while, since the knee surgery and all that stuff that's happened. People were questioning Sydney's desire to want to run, whether or not she's done all these things. Come on, people. Sydney's a millionaire off of what? Track, and being one of the first, the youngest to do it at the level that she did it. It was my last year at UK when she was a freshman, and she came in with a completely different aura, a completely different way of being. She was focused. She was already ready to be a pro. She was doing extra work in the weight room. She was doing extra work in the training room. You know, you would think somebody like her with such a stature would come in almost cocky, or almost like, oh, I'm better than everybody else. But instead, she was coming in really humble, like she was ready to put in work. She wasn't focused on anything else but getting ready to execute for her season. And I have a lot of respect for that, and have always had a lot of respect for her because of that, let alone anything else. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Sydney's 200. The main thing that I like to talk about when I look at any of Sydney's races, she's always so smooth. You can tell that she's gotten stronger, she's more powerful now, but she's always ran super smooth, even when she was in college and high school and whatnot. But now her form, you can tell that she's more powerful. She's taking less steps to the finish line. Her hips are always up and forward, and it's just easy for her to, in these races where she doesn't have hurdles, to open up in an event that she doesn't normally run, because she's so focused on the hurdles typically, right? She's kind of forcing herself to do the 100 hurdles sometimes. She's typically doing the 400 hurdles as her event. But if we just go back, like just looking at the way that she runs the race, she gets out pretty solid. It's not like it's a Christian Coleman type of start, but she's just extremely relaxed. She's just working her arms, keeping her hips in the right position. For her, it's about position. She's always in the right position. She's always bouncing off of the ground, always attacking the ground before the ground hits her, right? And so naturally, she bounces off of the track and she flies forward. Now, the thing that you have to watch out for with Sydney is that before, she was doing this exact same thing with less power, meaning she hadn't had as much time in the weight room, meaning she was not, she wasn't an older and more mature athlete. But now, that's why I say that I believe she can run whatever time she wants to in the 200. She can run against the Abby Steiners, the Gabby Thomases. Like, she's opening up in the same times that they're opening up in. We have to be real about the type of athlete that Sydney is, the type of competitor that Sydney is. At some point, you get tired of just winning the one event that no one else can really challenge you at. There's only two females in the world that really have challenged her in the 400 hurdles, and that's Femke Bol and then Dalila Muhammad, right? So those two have been the only two that really challenged Sydney. Now you also have Shamir Little, who's running extremely fast. Like, if you put into perspective the fact that Shamir has always run 54, 53, 52, she's one of the fastest athletes ever as well. Only problem is that she's had to race Sydney, Femke, and Dalila her entire career, so it hasn't really been fair for her, right? But regardless, Sydney has been at the top, and I hope this year that she takes a step into the 400 and the 200. I think she will definitely take a step into the 4, but the 2, I really think she could run 21.7, 21.6 just like anybody else. I know that she has a lot more in the tank. So let's just stay tuned and see what Sydney decides to run this year. I think whatever she decides to run is going to qualify to the Olympics, God willing, and she's gonna make the final at the Olympics, God willing. So if she does both of those things, she's gonna drop a super nice time. She can compete with the Jamaicans, anybody. Put her on the track, let her be fresh for a 2 or a 4. It's over with. You heard it from me first. Alright, y'all. If y'all want to watch more videos, more Marvelous Track videos, check out my page. This next video is going to be really hot. It's really nice. Me just focusing on telling you what you didn't know, but what you should know about track and field. Alright. Love y'all. Peace.